Good afternoon once again. Sam Rabing coming to you live, the Community Outreach Director with the Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity. We are still going strong with our all-day 12 hours of giving Facebook event celebrating Giving Tuesday, a great day to think about giving to charities and nonprofits. We've had a great morning so far. We are now in our fifth, I have to stop and think about it, our fifth hour of giving. We've visited already this morning out in Charlotte Courthouse with Justin Hicks, the the chairperson for the Committee for Habitat out in Charlotte County that we, as part of our partnership. We've met with Jen Cox at Longwood University, one of our board members, our current board president. We've had a tour of the Restore and met some of the great people that work over at our Restore. And then most recently, this last hour, we had a great sit down with Pat Baldwin, Habitat homeowner with the second home that was built in Farmville. And we're back at it again for our next one. And just ask, of course, as always, that you share this with other people. Share it with your friends, your family, your social media networks. Let's try to get as many eyeballs as possible. This is the place to be today on the Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity Facebook page as we celebrate all day long with Giving Tuesday. Encouraging stories from our homeowners, board members, volunteers, staff, lots of great stuff in store for the remainder of today. I am joined here now in our fifth hour of giving with Vanessa Rios. Vanessa, thank you for taking some time from work and sliding over here on your lunch break. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Vanessa is going to talk about habitat from a couple of different perspectives. The first one being as a habitat homeowner. And for about 5 years now, it's been about 5 years since she and her family partnered with Habitat to build their home here in Farmville. And so, Vanessa, tell us a little bit about what it was like. Why, what was the need that made you seek out something with Habitat? How you became involved originally with Habitat, and how that kind of getting started process was.
Okay, so we are originally from Puerto Rico, and when we came here, of course, I was living with my mother at that time. We had 3 children. They were little. So the smallest one was about 2 months when she was here, when we got here to Virginia. Accommodation-wise, we couldn't fit with my mother, so we went to live in a trailer. When we got in, it was fine. It was summer, so we had air conditioner and everything else. And suddenly and very quickly, everything started breaking. Plumbing, and we have issues with water, and the water was coming out white, muddy, and it was terrible. Then winter came in, and we had no heating, and snowing, and it was a mess. So we went to social services and tried to get some help. And the lady that was helping us told us about applying for Habitat.
Okay.
So coming back from Puerto Rico, we had no idea about Habitat. So she told us a little bit about it, and we went and applied. So I would say 2 months after we applied, we were called by Jane, letting us know that we were one of the families that were selected to be considered for a house. So they went over and they visited the place, and so we went forward with it. Okay. So it was a blessing for us. We were selected.
Do you remember what it was like when you were notified that y'all had been chosen to be a partner family?
First of all, it was a shock because we didn't know what was going to be expected,
Right.
What we were expecting to do, and we had barely any notice or knowledge of what was Habitat. So we know we were going to get a home, and we were going to have a home eventually, but we didn't know anything else. So they guided us through it. We went through the whole procedure. Then we started with the building of our homes. We had to wait a while because we were the 4th home considered to be built on the list, and they were building 3 ahead of us. So we had to wait. But in a way, it was a blessing that we needed to wait because we learned what was to be expected for us to be having a home. We went to all the classes and we learned a lot during the process. And not only that, but we helped um, build other homes also.
Okay.
So even my husband and my children, we were all able to help build the other 3 homes.
Right.
And see them in the process of getting their house, and it was exciting because we were gonna be next. So for our kids, they grew up all during all that process, and they were when we actually started building our home, they started seeing where their rooms were gonna be and the whole process, and they were able to put boards on their home and help build the floor and I mean, they were still little, but they helped around and picking rocks, and they went through the whole process. So they grew up
right.
at the same time being part of Habitat and doing the whole process of building their home. So right now, they actually value it more because of that also. They knew what we went through. They were outside with us building their home when it was snowing and it was cold, and so it has been a blessing. It has been a blessing.
And so Vanessa touches on really just a couple of things that I want to make sure to highlight here. The fact that Habitat homeowners, it's a partnership, and they are not, nothing's being done for them, it's being done with them. And it's a beautiful, beautiful process with the sweat equity process she was referring to of putting in a certain number of hours, not only on your own home, but also working on somebody else's home. We stress community. That Habitat's about building homes, community, and hope. And it's great that the community comes together and works like this. And I'm sure for your children, that's a lifelong lesson right there of working with other people and looking out for each other and making a difference in each other's lives.
Helping somebody else.
And she also mentioned taking classes. Another part of the Habitat partnership is that the homeowner families take a certain number of homeowner education classes, learning about personal finance and budgeting and credit reports and home maintenance and loans and just all kind of things you need to know as you're going to become a homeowner, and just great lessons for general budgeting and finance and whatever your dream may be, helping to build that dream. So all important parts of the partnership. So what's it been like these last few years being in your home? How has that affected y'all's family?
It's been a blessing, and of course it's a great peace of mind knowing that you at least have something that you can leave your children. We give them stability and security of having their own home and being able to spend Christmas and their birthdays and not being able to worry about where they're gonna sleep or having a roof over their heads, and it's been a blessing.
That's great.
It's been a blessing.
And now, when your home was completed, you didn't just say, "Okay, it's been nice, Habitat. I'll see you later."
No.
You have stayed connected with Habitat over the years, and that's the second part of the kind of other Habitat hat that you wear that I want to take a moment to talk about here. And this past year, you have served this year on the Habitat Board of Directors. Tell me how you got involved with that process and what that's been like a little bit for you.
Well, for us, Habitat has been such a blessing that in my way, I couldn't stop just there. I wanted to help everybody else and as much as I could. And we learned during the process of building our home that there's a lot of people in need, just like we were. And we've been blessed enough to be able to progress and not only have a home, but it got us to a point that we knew that we could do more and get more stability, and made us work more to get better jobs and better education for our kids and things like that. So that being said, I couldn't just sit at home, enjoy my new home, and not do anything else for Habitat. So I was approached by one of the board members, and she suggested why, because I'm already in Habitat and I know what it's all about, for me to be part of the board. So I went ahead and applied and got approved, and I'm here, sir.
And we thank you for your service.
Yes.
And another thing we'll mention that Vanessa also serves with we have a family selection and support committee. And I think it's really important to think about a homeowner who works on the support side of trying to think about how we can better take care of and keep that connection with our homeowners. And something that we're actually currently working on now is looking at new and better ways to do that now. And it's always great to have a homeowner's perspective who, like you said, has been through the process and knows what it's like and can encourage others who are coming into the process itself.
Especially when they have questions or issues. I went through it, so I had a lot of questions that were answered. Some they were not, but I learned during the process, and because I learned them, I know how to answer them now, and what would the new perspective or new homeowners be going through. So in a way, it's a good experience to have, so I can actually give it forward.
That's right, and that's a beautiful thing. So once again, we are here live. Actually, I never told you where we were this time. We are in the administrative offices of the Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity, located very near the Restore right there on South Main Street. We're in our 5th hour of giving, and I am chatting with Vanessa Rios, who is a Habitat homeowner and also a Habitat board and committee member. So kind of two different sides, two looks at what it means to be involved with Habitat. And I just want to encourage you, you're hearing these stories, you're seeing real life people and how it is affecting people's lives, how it is affecting children's lives. This is not something that is just a temporary, that's great that we're going to help somebody, but it builds a lifelong foundation which can make a difference for a family. And it would not be possible. What Habitat does, serving those in need of safe, decent, affordable housing in Prince Edward, Buckingham, Cumberland, and Charlotte, I've said this before and I'll say it a million times, would not be possible without people like you, without volunteers and donors who all embrace the simple belief that everyone deserves a decent place to live. So today I would ask you to watch the videos here on the Facebook page. Check out our website, farmvillehabitat.org. Share it with your friends, with your family. Encourage others to do the same. Think about how you might become involved. Maybe it's becoming a volunteer on one of our build sites or at our Restore, helping out in the administrative office or serving on one of our committees. Or maybe it's giving financially. And today that's what we really want to encourage. Going over and hitting that donate button on our website. It takes less than 90 seconds to fill all the information in. And to make that donation, you can give a one-time gift. You can set up a recurring monthly gift. It's all easy to do. And so, Vanessa, I'm going to give you the last word here. And just for the people watching today who might be considering registering to volunteer on our website or might be considering making an online donation today during our 12 hours of giving, what's something you could say to them to help them in that consideration?
Just don't think about it just donating in a way. See it as helping a family and children or people in need that are looking for that, to fulfill that dream of having a home. And it's not only just having a dream of having a home, it's also being able to have a roof over their heads and a peace of mind of being able to sleep good at night, saying, I don't have any worries, I'm safe, I'm stable, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing for many people, and donating to Habitat will help a lot of people.
Thank you. And folks, you heard it right here, straight from a homeowner's mouth. You're giving your money makes a difference. Okay, it makes a difference, and we treasure the fact and we value the fact that you consider making a donation, and we do everything possible to be good stewards of that, and you are making a difference in your community. These are your neighbors. These are our neighbors that we are joining hand in hand with and helping make a difference. And through the process, we all become better people. We all become closer to one another, and we become a much better community to live in. So again, Vanessa, thank you for being here. Thank you for all you are doing with Habitat now, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And to all of you, that's it for our 5th hour of giving video. Join us again this next hour coming up for our 6th hour. Where will we be? Well, once again, there's only one way to find out. Come back and check it out at the top of the next hour. Until then, thank you very